was obsessed. Absolutely obsessed.
Let's go tell him.
It's time to get in.
Are you joking me? That's not it. Now it's time for a little dessert. I want you to write the 2 people that you fancy, swipe right on 2 people, and you might get them for dessert. Okay. We're going to tally all the names up, and then I'll go deliberate with the judges.
I've just written Frederick 3 times.
Henry and Margaret. Yes. Hey. Yes. But they were like, what? 4 girls picked him? 3 girls out of 7 picked him? Like, what? That's like
3 girls.
What? Does someone want to get my tattoo? Last night, as we all know, Lydia was brutally murdered by someone sitting at this table. Underneath the large dinner plate, there's a little card that says innocent or murderer. So check to see what you are. The goal tonight is to figure out who killed her, how they did it, and why. If you can figure that out within 30 minutes, you'll have won the game. If not, the murderer wins.
So as an icebreaker, a game like this, it shatters the ice. On a first date experience, it's really, really fun.
It kind of gave me an excuse to like get to know people and be like silly and fun and whatever.
Because then you kind of get to know people on a whole different level.
My character is a bit of like, you know, like attitude, and I was like, I can do that. I can do that.
But maybe even their own friends and family don't know them as somebody that has like an English accent.
And I cleaned the kitchen by myself. And the knife was gone and someone took medicine from the cabinets, and what was missing was the blood thinner.
I was willing to shave a pencil mustache like in Tyler's case.
Has anybody found the knife? Yeah, that mustache could impregnate every woman here right now.
True story.
Oh, she liked him.
Like that's awesome to me, and I think that that's what a game like this can do.
Just feels so much better to interact with them organically versus just chatting on one of the apps.
You need to be open-minded. And I've done like the online dating thing, and I feel like in 5 pictures and 2 sentences, you just can't tell enough about someone. You gotta give them a chance. You gotta talk to them.
And I feel like there's a lot of people who I've met and their personality has made them more attractive to me than just being able to see their picture.
I have not been on a lot of dates through the dating apps. They are miserable. It's not, I mean, not the people, just like the idea of what you're doing, just like swiping through or, man, I hate it.
Everybody's looking for that perfect person and they're not out there, so they are very quick to rule you out.
I don't think I've ever slid into guys' DMs. It seems really scary. So I don't think, no, not normally.
I feel like everything, like especially online dating, is like all physical based. And I just feel like people are missing out.
When you meet someone from mutual, it's like this super awkward, like, oh, like, are we like gonna kiss? Like, are we dating now? Like, cause I swiped, it's just I can't.
I'm on Mutual and Hinge, so find me on there.
This one is not leaving this one side.
Guys,
Who?
guys,
This and this.
I went and got a drink, and this girl pulled me aside and said that this guy is sexy as.
Gosh, now I sound like obsessive. I'm not. I am a confident woman.
I had been doing my burpees. It showed.
I was doing my push-ups.
I don't blame her.
I would probably honestly go on a date with Kellen.
Alyssa and I talked a lot and got along really well.
So there were a couple of moments when we would like have conversations to the side, and he would break character.
We definitely had like a little bit of a connection.
And so we'd like have little whispered conversations and just getting to know his personality.
From a lot of standpoints, I felt like just communication
just kind of drew me to him.
I wrote down Max and Aaron, but I wanted to write down Tyler, but then I got scared, so I didn't. So yeah, that's that.
What do you do? Let's go back to it.
No.
Share with the group.
Oh, we weren't talking about it again.
Abby has beautiful eyes. That was the first thing I noticed about her.
Unethical practice. Nearly choked herself on a
I
salad.
almost choked on the salad. That's
And I was telling her there's been enough death already.
And this is gonna sound maybe weird, but she, like you can tell she's a mother of 2 kids, and in the way that she's just like very down to earth. Like she seems so genuine, and like she doesn't have time to like be all weird and play games. And she's just her, you know? She's very much herself.
He saved me from laughing to death. I started laughing so hard I almost choked on my salad.
I think she's cute, and it's probably worth getting to know her better for sure.
Balancing work life, mom life, dating life is tricky. I just feel like I'm being pulled in so many different directions sometimes. It's hard to know how much energy to put into everything. I have a girl and a boy, and they're the cutest. As far as my work goes, I'm a musician with teaching and writing music.
No. That's what I'm saying. I am a career woman, okay?
That's a good subject. I'm really passionate about my career.
I've been told that before, that I am intimidating because I have a doctorate degree.
My mom has been such a huge example to me as in so many ways, but I think as far as her being a woman who has a career, it's really benefited me.
I'm very secure in what I've decided to do with my life, and I verbalized early on that I plan on working and being a mom, full-time or part-time, I have no idea. You can tell pretty quickly how fast I run after that.
I owe where I am everything to my mom.
I heard it was Jane.
Why would I kill my own daughter?
I've got to the point as a single mom where it's hard, but I feel peace about it, and I find a lot of joy in my life right now. And I would love to find a companion.
Maybe the same reason you won't tell me anything about her because you don't want to ruin your makeup. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Makeup is expensive, and I don't want to cry.
You need to spill the beans. You need to tell the whole story to everyone. We need to know as a group the kind of person you are.
The kind of person I am. That's what you're asking? I gave her 12 years of life. I gave her a fiancé. I gave her career options. I gave her love and life for the world. With science.
Makes sense to me, Doctor. I believe you.
So I know Lydia was going through a lot. I personally think she was pregnant. Why did she want to get married so fast? I'm sorry, but we know she's visiting a brothel. And
She was visiting a brothel.
multiple women here have. Anyways, so why did she want to get married to you so fast? You've been pursuing her for a very long time.
Defend yourself. We were saving it for marriage, right? So that sort of intimacy is not a part of our relationship. She wasn't pregnant.
How do you know?
Should
she
have told
confess
me.
to you? Would she have that? Did she look good?
My dare was I had to put an entire stick of butter on a roll at the dinner table and then eat it. And oh my gosh, I was so nervous about it.
Oh my gosh. Sitting next to Tyler, AKA Frederick.
In my character, I was pretending to just be completely horrified by this notion and offended, and that we had never had sexual relations because we were saving it for marriage, and so it's impossible that she was pregnant. And I was pretending to get all worked up and emotional, and I thought this is the opportune moment to just start stuffing my face with butter. So I grabbed a roll And I'm like, pass the butter, you know? And I put like a half a stick of butter on one piece of roll and a half stick of butter on the other one. And I just started like, like I was stuffing my face with them.
All of a sudden, Tyler just starts like putting a ton of butter, just piling on the butter on his roll. And I'm like, what the heck is going on, you know? And so, but then I was like, wait, this is a perfect moment to do my dare, because I had the dare to like run my hand through someone's hair.
Abby was sitting next to me and she started like rubbing my head and my neck and like, oh, it's okay, like comforting me.
So I like take off his hat, start running my fingers through his hair and just like giving him a little head massage, and then I put his hat back on.
I didn't realize it was her dare. I thought she was just kind of into me and that I was kind of into her. We were feeling it. It was like this moment of like, all right.
And then I found out later that putting the butter, he put like a whole cube of butter on that roll. I was like, what the heck? That was his dare. The other one was my dare, and it worked out. It just made the night fun.
It was kind of funny. And then later we learned it was her dare, and it was funny because it just worked out. It almost didn't even seem like the dares. Like I'm just eating this big stick of butter and she's just like, I'm sorry, but it like fit pretty well into the moment in the game. There was some good chemistry. She's a really cute girl for sure. Yeah, I think we get along well, so.
That's a little too much butter.
But who doesn't have a pass? It's like the good rapper.
This is insane.
His fiance just died. Of course it's
I'm having a tough night. What? I'm having a tough night.
He's nervously buttering his roll. That means something. Let's investigate.
What are you doing? She makes hats for him and does way more.
She was loved.
She makes hats for him that we just learned about, and she cannot keep her hands off.
We love you,
Comfort him. You like
Please.
He's hurting. Look at him.
Really, it should not be your concern.
But what are motives for murder?
Money.
Jealousy, love. And Margaret is all over my dear Frederick.
Yes.
I'm comforting him. Stop it.
Has anyone been accused yet?
No.
Margaret slightly, not like completely.
Outright.
When Effie's cleaning the bedrooms and tidying up that day, she notices an extra pillow on the
Wait, what?
Oh, this is a dare.
Wait, what is happening?
She's gonna roll with this one.
Wait, what is he doing?
I don't know, but Abby's loving this.
No, and
So
Abby's like,
-1.
excuse me.
Okay, when Effie is cleaning the bedroom and tidying up that day.
So my character is Henry. I was a World War I veteran who had amnesia. I arrived literally the night before the wedding.
And I also have a huge secret I'm going to share. Henry, I'm your mother.
So Effie, the girl that I was interested in, happened to be my mother. Well, first off, she's beautiful, but also she was just so into her character as the maid. She was like, she had her little brush running around and she had a great accent and she would like brush things and then she'd ask people if they wanted her to bring them a drink or something like that. And so she was very, it felt like she really was a maid.
No, I would go on a date with, what's his name? Zam. So honestly, I was kind of like, okay, we might have like a bunch of uggos, you know, like just lower the expectations. But listen, we have some cuties. We have some cuties.
Anyone you immediately had that kind of like first eye on?
I mean, I got 2 words for you. Sugar Ray. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I can't give all my secrets away. Okay, I can. Jim, James, Jiminy Cricket. That's all I gotta say. I was like, I see you. I sound like a freak right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing.
We seem to hit it off too. She's a lot of fun. We sat next to each other at dinner and we were able to kind of bounce off each other a lot. So she was cool.
She's really, I mean, she's cute. She's really pretty. So that's definitely always a plus.
This man comes back after 2 years. When he finds out we've been married, tells everybody he's got amnesia. He doesn't remember nothing, right? Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a moment. Do we know she was pregnant? Does anybody know that?
I have no way to confirm that at this point in time.
Right, nobody knows. That's a random accusation.
Wait, you said she's
How did you know, Effie?
I said she's meeting with you once a week. Right? That was
Mating or meeting? Mating.
Two E's. We don't know.
These accents are very confusing.
And then she was rushing first. She was like, I don't want to marry you. And then all of a sudden she randomly did. Super fast.
Randomly.
Randomly.
I've courting her for several years.
But then she just decided, okay, fine.
What's random is
So
this lot
why would
showing
it
up the day of the
matter?
wedding and then she turns out dead.
I'm gonna read the Bible here and just stay out of this. Why am I LDS? I basically just sum it up. Like, there's tons of reasons that you could walk away or disagree with it, and I'm not gonna argue with any of that. Just to me, it's like, that's been my foundation of how I found what I believe to be God, the higher power, whether it be through scriptures or prayer or, you know, everything that's in them has really hit home for me, and it still does, you know? When I just get down to the core of it, my spirituality is the same, probably stronger now than it's ever been, I'd say.
If you are a member of the church, then there's kind of a life plan for you. You're taught, you grow up, you go and serve a mission.
Oh, you better believe on my mission, like, oh, I was still crazy. I still have that attitude. No, yeah. I don't think that you have to like be a robot.
You get back, you get married, have kids, go to college. And so it just seems, it's almost like it feels like a conveyor belt of some sorts where you're on it and if to keep staying on, you've got to get married.
I think that it becomes more serious when you date someone because you know, like, you're working towards like the temple and being sealed for time and all eternity. And so it becomes more serious because you're like, oh, this person, like, I'm gonna be with them forever.
They always say, you know, you want to marry through sickness and in health till death do us part. In the LDS church, we don't believe that, right? It's eternal. You get married, you seal your family together eternally.
And so it's not just like casual dating. I feel like that actually sounds scary, like you're going on dates like really serious, you know? But I mean, generally you are because you want to be sure like it's the right person. So I think maybe it's more pressure on that. I don't know, but.
That was always kind of a concern my mom had. She was pregnant with my brother when my parents got married, and she tells a story that when the priest said, till death do you part, she kind of had like a little mini panic attack and thought like, well, geez, what if my husband dies tomorrow? I'm left here with my son, with my baby. So that was always kind of an insecurity she had. And then after learning the teachings of the church that families can be together forever, she decided to have more kids.
People tend to get married quickly due to a lot of things. They find the person that they want to be with forever, or they're trying to fit into this religious idea of no premarital sex. And I know that's kind of a touchy topic. Did not mean that pun, but it's kind of a sensitive topic, so to speak.
I'm a member of the church, but I've never really felt that pressure externally. I don't know. For me, it's like I want to get married because I feel like it's the right time for me. A lot of other things in my life going, and I don't know. Yeah, I want to have a family. I want to have a bunch of kids. I think it sounds fun to me.
But one thing, my whole youth, just gripped me. I was obsessed, absolutely obsessed, with the infamous Jack Strike from London. I saw him and I recognized him. He's Jack Strike. I've known it all along. I'm sorry, Jay. He's changed, though. He's changed, but I know what he's capable of because I was just like him. Well, not quite just like him.
Take another drink, James.
All right.
Tell us what this is all about.
So here's the
know a little
skinny.
thing or two.
Okay, there was a past. I got on with the wrong people. I rose to the top. I don't think you'll abide by that.
But I wanted a cleaner, I wanted a simpler life, and that's when I found Elizabeth. And I have turned a new leaf. Yes, my past is a little dodgy, but I would never kill Lydia.
Growing up, I didn't have like any other Hispanic friends. They were all Caucasian. I think, especially in Utah, I mean, since it's kind of Mormon country, like people are generally trying to be nice people. And so I don't feel like the issue of racism is as blatant as it is other places. It's kind of maybe even harder to address is because I think it's more like subconscious. It's kind of more of a subtle racism. It's not exactly, you know, hoods and pitchforks and I won't sit next to you because you're, you know, not white or whatever. Which is harder. It's harder to, because I have been called racial slurs. And the issue is that I think those exact people who called me those racial slurs would never in a million years consider themselves racist, even though I was the one going home second guessing if I could be, you know, proud of my heritage. If anything, I feel like it would be with the family of whoever I've dated. Maybe the parents aren't maybe not comfortable, or they already just have preconceived notions of who I am and what I do and what my background is.
What? I just read some crazy things in there.
That is my private journal at the back of my Bible.
You have to
I'm reading the Bible. I'm just staying out of it.
I didn't call a vote on Frederick killed. We're calling a
Hey,
vote on
this is
Frederick.
my private stuff here. You can't read this.
Wait. I read.
I believe you did it because you found out that Lydia was working in a brothel. Found out she was pregnant.
not.
Down, Miss Margaret. Listen.
All in favor of it being Frederick, raise your hand. I might be alone, but it is him.
I actually take mine back.
What?
I'll jump on board with Henry then. Oh my God. Though you're my buddy. I got it. No idea.
I accuse Lydia's mother.
I would like to accuse Margaret. I'm not the murderer.
I knew it.
Oh my word.
I knew it.
Tonight, the murderer won. He got away with it.
It was Whitney.
It was him after all, wasn't it?
But I will let the murderer now explain who they are, why they did it, and how.
Stand up, Freddy.
About 1 a.m., she's in her room writing a little note, trying to explain in this note to me why she can't marry me because she's in love with you. I was so enraged, I was so sad, I was so distraught, I was so in love. I threw her on her bed, grabbed a pillow and pushed it up against her in a fit of rage. And then, before I knew it, in a brief moment, she was dead. Where I left the room, cast the pillow in somebody's bedroom, and went and cried myself to sleep. It's a sad day for me. I killed her.
We're going to tally all the names up, and then I'll go deliberate with the judges.
No! It's not! This is the real life! They wrote it down!
Did I miss a lot about Tokugawa?
Yeah, she thinks
Oh, yes!
I don't even know how we came together.
There
because
was
we
no
don't
way
come
in
together.
hell I was
But we-
going to pick what you guys were picking.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I wasn't.
That is crazy.
And
yeah.
then-
like going in and hearing them all talk to each other was totally different. You kind of saw like who was excited, who was in it, who could really like take it to the next level.
Yeah.
United.
So excited. I can't.
Okay, Abby, tell him.
So do you guys do we know?
Yes. Yes.
Without a doubt.
Crystal clear.
Yeah.
Let's go tell him.
Let's do it. Whoa.
This was a blast. It was literally one of the best nights of our lives, and we can't thank you enough for participating, staying in character.
A lot of people chose each other.
Yeah, made it tricky.
Now, without further ado.
Oh god.
Wait.
My pits are sweating.
I'm so nervous. This was the most popular.
Just know we like really liked everyone.
This was the most popular vote.
This is the actual winner.
Wasn't like
And got the most points.
Got the most points and most popular vote.
Sorry, not sorry.
I'm actually.
My skin, it longs to feel the heat from your breath. Together in the space we've created. I know you want me, I know you trust me. You respect and adore and disarm me. That's why